Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is Chris. As usual, I'm starting my morning with you and a cup of delicious coffee. So let's get started then, now that I had a sip of coffee. Today I want to talk about self-love, and I'm not talking about the kind of self-love that would require batteries and to shower afterwards, although that is very important. That's a very important thing as well. What I am talking about is self-love, loving yourself unconditionally, seeing yourself through the eyes of the universe, all the things that are magnificent about you, and loving on the things that are magnificent about you, and loving the things that you may not like so much. When you love yourself unconditionally, when you learn to love yourself unconditionally, you allow others to love you. You open up space in your heart for somebody else to love you. You begin to see yourself through the eyes of the universe and not through the eyes of whatever thing you don't like about yourself, or whatever thing somebody else said about you, or whatever, just whatever. When you love yourself unconditionally, you don't require that space to be filled by somebody else, because it's already filled by you. When you love yourself unconditionally, it makes it easier for you to love other people. Because if you can't love yourself, how are you going to love others, or how are you going to let others love you? I mean, boyfriend, girlfriend, and whatever in between is great, but they're not responsible for filling up the parts of you that need filling. That's only something you can do. So I encourage you to begin to see yourself through a new lens. Begin to love the things that you may not love at the moment. Begin to see all of that in a new light. And let others start loving you too. This was a lesson that took me a very long time to learn. Being with my disability and all that, I always thought that if I just got into relationships with people, I thought, that would take care of it. I began to expect other people to fill up that space for me. And that didn't quite work out until I got to the point where I'm like, oh, shit, nobody else is going to do this for me. I have to do this for myself. And then people began to fall into place who would love me for me, and who saw that I also loved myself. And, getting into relationships and one-night stands and, isn't going to fill that space for you either. I once had a friend, because I was going through the phase of one-night stands, okay? I walk funny, I talk funny, but I'm cute enough for people to at least want to have sex with me, So I began to have one-night stands, and I was like, expecting that the one-night stands would turn into something because somebody would love me for everything that I didn't think I was. And then I had a very good friend say, excuse me, you had a one-night stand with the guy you met at a bar last night, and you were expecting a long-term relationship to come from this? When you are using this individual to try to fill holes in you. And I'm like, oh, well, okay then, see your point. And then I started having to go through a mind shift to train myself and to begin to accept the parts of myself and love the parts of myself that I didn't think deserved to be loved, or that I didn't think were normal enough to be loved. But once I started loving those things, other people began to love those things, and the things that aren't so great about me became less important because I learned to love them anyway. So, just saying, I hope that this message reaches you. I hope there's some element of truth in it for you. And as always, I believe in you. You are loved. And I hope you have a great Wednesday.